Welcome to the Dawn Osborne Show, Limitless Life. The big question women like you and I ask is, how do we do that? How do we have a growth mindset? How do we increase our emotional intelligence? How do we do life, business and marketing, and yet still remain balanced in the rhythm of our life and our family? Those are the questions that this podcast will answer. My name is Dawn Osborne, and welcome to my Limitless Life podcast. Welcome to Business Besties.
Hello.
The Dawn and Jody Show. Actually, it's the Business Besties shows. Welcome. Awesome, guys. See you all coming on. We're going to be talking about a couple of things. We're going to be talking about the ripple effect and the knock-on effect, and I'm going to kick it off. So, so we talk to business, people, entrepreneurs, startups. If you're a wannabe kind of startup, this is the place where you come and we just give you tips and we give you strategies on marketing and mindset. So I'm going to kick off with the ripple effect. So hi, Jody. I just want to say hi. I know Jody's the technical person. She does all the technical stuff. So if you see her like click it, don't worry about it.
Concentrating and looking somewhere else.
While I kick off. So ripple effect. What is the ripple effect, and how does it affect you in your business or you in your startup or wherever you're at? How does it affect you? Okay, so a ripple effect is the notion that a single action can affect several different entities or people. When you drop a pebble into a pond, it creates a series of ripples that can span over miles, actually. And in the water, it can move surfaces, it can move surface plants, and it can move animals, and it can disrupt things. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about, the ripple effect. It's like you drop something in the water and then you see all these ripples. So we're looking at that, how that affects you in your business, what actions are you taking, what behaviors are causing this ripple effect, and what entities and people are you affecting in your business. So the reason that I wanted to share this ripple effect is I actually got one of my clients was telling me a story. So I coach people, coaches or business people on how to become fearless and step out and step into their destiny, step into their calling. And I love listening to the stories. And so this is an example of a ripple effect. Okay, so I'm coaching this one young girl. She's only young. She's a real little powerhouse. I'm loving her energy and what she's doing. But she, when she started, she was super nervous and almost, terrified. When she stepped into the program, she was terrified. She was even on the 11th hour going to pull out. She wasn't going to do it. But something happened and she thought, you know what, I'm just going to launch myself off this mountain. She signed up, and she's telling me this story about how, one of the activities is to go out and you've got to find some people to coach or find, scenarios where you can help someone. It could be random people, but help them and talk to them in a way that you are coaching and you're leading them to somewhere better in their world. And she comes and she tells me this story about this guy that she's been working with. He's been, he's not a very happy kind of guy. They've never had a conversation. She's never connected with him. And because I kind of told her, I said, you need to find someone to connect with and you need to have a conversation and you need to help them. Okay. So she's like super afraid, but she launches out. She goes and she just starts up a conversation with this guy, finds out all this amazing stuff about this young man. He's actually been trained as some engineer, like he's highly qualified. I think he's like one of the workmen, one of the laborers in the job that she's in. But she finds all this amazing information. They end up having a impromptu kind of coaching sessions, and he gets activated and he goes, yes, you're right. I need to apply for jobs to do this. My engineer degree's been wasted. I can't believe I haven't activated this before. And off he goes, and she's following him on his journey now to encourage and support him on, launching out to get out of the stuck state he clearly was at, and encourage him to go further and take advantage of his degree. But the reason I'm telling you this story is that is the ripple effect. So it started with, number one, I talk to my client. I say, okay, why don't I help her. Then she goes, okay, how's about I go and help this guy? And now there's a series of people that have been affected by the original, the original conversation. It's almost, and so when you think of the knock-on effect, you think of dominoes. And, number one, the longest domino line in the world is made up of about 15,000 dominoes. It goes for a long, long time. It takes them 2 days to get it up, and it takes them 5 minutes to be knocked down. But if you think of the domino number one, it's the one that starts the whole thing. And it knocks. And then obviously later on, there's 15,000 dominoes that are affected. So my question to you is, you're the number one domino. Who are you affecting, and how are you affecting them in your world, in your business, in your startup, or whatever it is? You could be listening to this and you'd be like, okay, it's in relation to your business, because that, Business Besties is about business, but I know a lot of other people do listen to this. So when I was thinking about this, there's 3 questions that I really wanted to pose to you today so that you can go away and have a think of. Okay, are you ready? If you come on these Business Besties, you always need to have a paper and pen, because you'll be always walking away with something to do. Okay, so I got 3 questions for you. Okay, 1, what ripple effect are you having? What ripple effect are you having? Who are you affecting? And how are you affecting them? And what effect? No. So what are the causes of your most impact? So I don't know if you've ever heard about this before, about the cause and effect fishbone. Okay, if you haven't, it's in one of our teachings that we do in our courses. We look at the effects of something, but then we go back and we find out what caused it. So you've got to, my question to you is, you need to find out the effect that you want, whatever that be. It could be, I want to, I want more clients in my, email list. I'm just using that as an example. Okay, so that's the effect that you want. What causes that? What's going to cause that? What do you need to do? What do you need to action to get that effect? Well, you need to, you need to reach out to more people. You need to be networking. You need to be in Facebook groups. You need to be doing opt-ins. Also, so those are all the causes for you to get your effect. So in business, you got to think about the things, the effect that you want, and then how you're going to get there. All right. So I hope that makes sense. I'm going to read. Did you get the catch of the questions, Jody? Do you want me to recap the questions?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So I moved very fast then, guys. So your 3 questions are, okay, what ripple effect am I having right now on other people? All right. In my business, on other people. Is it good or is it bad? Okay. You need to ask yourself the honest questions. What ripple effect am I having on other people right now? What am I imprinting people with so that they can take with them and imprint someone else? Just like my story. If you missed my story, guys, you're going to have to go back to the beginning and listen to the story, because that kind of gives you the foundation of what I'm talking about. Okay. Who are you affecting? Are you hanging out with the right people that are going to help you grow your business or help grow you spiritually, mentally, emotionally? Because another question which I could throw in could be number 4, who's affecting you and how well are they affecting you? But we'll save that for another session. And your last question is, how are you affecting them? What causes are happening around your world that you're impacting the effect that you want? Okay, that was quite.
What was number 3 again?
How are you? Okay, so what are you? Jody's like trying to keep it up.
I'm trying to talk. I'm sharing. I'm going all over the place.
Oh, you're going crazy. You're crazy. You are in the middle of doing a ripple effect. You're doing multiple things that are going to create. Okay, so there's a good example. So Jody right now is pushing out all this information. Guess what? That information is going to have a ripple effect. There's going to be people who are not watching live that will be here watching this later, who we might never meet or might never know you guys. We want to know you. We want to know how we can help and serve you. But this is going to have a ripple effect, and we don't know who this will be shared to. We don't know who will be recommended to come and watch this. We say hi and welcome, but this will have a ripple effect, and Jody's actions right now are helping to produce that ripple effect. So that's a really good example. I'm going to stop talking now because I think, did you get all the questions?
I need number 3.
Okay. How are you affecting? So the what, the who, and the how. That's basically what I've done.
Okay, great. Okay.
Cool. And what have you got to share, Jody?
Yeah, well, unfortunately, when I typed in the comments earlier, comment number 1, what effect am I having on other people? No. So drop the W off. So if you're reading this later, that's supposed to be now. Okay, so that was great, Dawn. And yeah, so as Dawn said there, I was frantically going through and creating a ripple effect. Okay, so just from us going live here on the Business Besties page, I've now amplified this message so that it is now going into various groups, and it's gone to our pages and it's gone to our personal profiles. So from this one little drop in the ocean, we're causing this ripple effect so that it's going to not only reach those that have liked or engaged with our Business Bestie post, it's also going to go out and affect those people who are friends with us on our personal profiles, or people that follow us on our business pages, people that are in our groups, and then also when people may like or comment or engage with this video, Facebook will then push it out to their social networks. Okay, so from this little one live, it can have a massive effect. And then when you put some advertising dollars beyond it, it can beyond when we go live, it can reach thousands of people. Okay, so when you're getting your message out there and you think nobody wants to hear from me, no one's going to see it, I'm going to go live and nobody's going to watch it anyway, don't let that stop you. You will start with one little pebble that's going into the ocean that can cause that ripple effect for you. So even if one person were to see your live or whatever your message is, they can be impacted, and then by that impact it can affect their sphere. Okay, so if it's a message that helps them with their mindset, like with what Dawn does, that message could help them to shift something in their life. It affects their family around them, what's happened to them. Wow, that's really good. And then have that ripple effect in their sphere. So don't ever underestimate what you have to offer, the information that you have to put out there, because it can make a massive difference. And so often it's that stuff that we know and that we take for granted, that it's just like, oh, everybody knows this or everybody does this, and I haven't got anything new. Chances are you do, or maybe even if you don't, people need to hear things quite a few times, and it may just be that you're the person that they need to hear from right at that moment. Okay, so the ripple effect is a very powerful thing. And again, what is it that you're going to be putting out there and rippling? So like on one of Dawn's question is, how are you affecting those people, those around you? Are you affecting them in a negative way or in a positive way? Okay, if you come home from work and you're grumpy, that's going to have a ripple effect on your house. It's going to go, ooh. Okay, if you come home, you might have had an ordinary day. I was going to say a different kind of day. You're going to have if you had an ordinary day, but you turn it around and you come into the house happy, then it's going to have that kind of ripple effect on your family as well. So that's my 2 cents worth on the ripple effect, Dawn.
Hey, Jody, we've got something very exciting we need to share with people.
We do.
Okay, stay tuned right now, because we are pretty excited about this and being the entrepreneurs and the pioneers that we are. And we have got some some crazy ideas to help you guys, because it is our job. We did Business Besties because we've got a good friendship that we love, but we want to expand that now. We want to bring other people in who are feeling maybe a bit lonely out there. You entrepreneurs are kind of doing it on your own. We want you to be part of the Business Bestie gang. We know what it's like to be sitting working on a one-man show kind of business. It does get lonely, and if you're not connected, we want to gather the people that need connection, who are feeling a bit out there. We want you to be one of our besties. So, Jody, what have we got for our people?
Okay, it is exciting times, and like Dawn and I said that we know what it's like to be entrepreneurial. We know what it's like to try and launch something. And I don't know if you've ever seen that image of, what success looks like for an entrepreneur, right? It's, people think it's just this straight line. But
No.
if you've been in this for a while, you know it's so. And it can be rough. It can really be isolating, and maybe even people around you and your family don't have a clue. Like, you know, for example, yes, my family is very supportive, but they don't have a clue what I do. I rattled off all these things, and when they talk, oh, I don't know what she does. So it can be a very, very isolating place to be when you're an entrepreneur. So that's why Business Besties, we're developing this community. We've got this page, but excitement, we have just, we're launching now a Facebook group, okay, because there's nothing like a group to really enforce that community where you can come in, where you can talk to each other, support and encourage each other, okay. So I'm dropping the link for the group here now, if I can find my comments. Where's the comments that I can put it in there? Okay, here we go. Join, business and group, and here is the link, people. So it's actually the Business Besties Club. Okay, so you'll be able to come over and join the club. Now, there's going to be a couple of questions there when you answer. We just want to know a bit more about you and how we can help serve you better, what information that you need to help you on your entrepreneurial journey. But we want you to invite a friend. Okay, so there will be, like, you know, has someone invited you? So if you've been invited, please put in someone's name there, or even if you say I'm going to invite and put some names there, that would be brilliant as well. Okay, we want to know who you're inviting, and let's build it up to be a group. Now we have more exciting things going on, because we know, I remember when I started out years ago, I went, okay, I'm going to put out an ebook. That was great and all, and I figured out how to do like a landing page and all sorts, and then I was going, how does someone actually get that ebook? Okay, so there's so many things that you need to know. One, sort of with the tech element of like, how do I even get things going online? But two, the mindset that you're going to need, okay, to learn these new things, to keep moving forward, and to, you know, set up yourself for success. Get rid of some limiting beliefs and focus your mind onto where you want to go. So, in honour of launching the Business Besties Club, we are also going to be launching our Business Besties, Startup School. Okay, with that, it's a program. It's an online program that incorporates the mindset and the marketing, okay? So the mindset from Dawn's training, that's going to give you that mindset to get started and get underway and to believe in yourself and your message and your goals. And then overcome those hurdles that are going to come at you, man. And then also the website element, the tech element. So you'll be able to build a website in a weekend. So you can get that up and running without the overwhelm, okay? So as a special launch offer, the Business Besties Startup School will be launching next Monday, September 3rd. So what we want you to do now is head over, join the Business Besties Club and invite a friend, okay? And in there, you'll get access to our pre-launch offer, okay? You're going to get it, be able to join the startup school at a very limited price that won't be repeated again. And from there as well, we're going to have a special offer that we're going to give away 2 scholarships for the Business Besties Startup School. 1 for the person that invites the most people in, and then 2 for one of those people that they do invite in, their bestie, okay? So that's what's going on. So to know more about that, the Business Besties Startup School, how you can get started up online to create, you know, your own tribe, to get your message out there and to start your entrepreneurial journey, or to continue it in the way that you know that you're meant to make that greater impact. Head over to the Business Bestie Club, join, invite some friends to join you, and you and your friend could be the lucky winners of the scholarship for the startup school. There's way too many S's in all of that. Oh my gosh. Dawn, is there anything you'd like to say? I feel like I've been talking way too long.
No, that was great. It was so good. It was so good. I think the key that this has been birthed out of, that we understand that entrepreneurship is a little bit lonely, and it's sometimes you don't know what you don't know. And both Jody and I have experiences in completely different areas that really complement, and that we feel like, okay, let's bring some other people in and let's help them. So we really want, this is about us helping you where you're at right now in the starting, especially if you've been in maybe in the traditional type of business and you're wanting to, come into the online space. Look, this is definitely for people like that, coming in onto the online space who are, or even stuck with you're stuck and you need to grow your business. Your business doesn't grow until you grow. You've got to invest into yourself, your own belief, your faith in what you're doing. So this is basically, that is what it's been birthed out of, the need. We've seen a need, some women who need to come to join this space with us, and let's just do it together. Let us help you get to where you want to go. That's basically how it all got birthed. And so, yeah, if you've listened to this on podcast, which is, guys, I'm doing this live now on Facebook, but there will be an audience that will come on podcast. Just find us on Facebook, which is Business Besties Club. Is that right, Jody? Just type in Business Besties.
Yes, so the page is Business Besties Club, and then the group is, Facebook groups, Business Besties Club.
Okay. Cool. So podcasters who are listening on iTunes or Spotify, wherever you're hearing this right now, just come over to Facebook and look for Business Besties Club. But I am done. Thanks, guys. We are done, Jody. Thanks for joining us today.
We're done. So go off, have an amazing ripple effect, people. Okay,
go have a ripple effect on someone. Go impact. Leave your imprint. You just never know where that's gonna end up. Who you might never know who you've helped, but I'm sure if you live a positive life, you will impact someone today for good. All right. See you guys. We will catch you next Monday. Join us and join the club. Bye.
Okay. Bye.